Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Misa and I am crazy about helping you enhance your foundation routine. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Today we're doing, where is it? So we are doing a review on this Tarte, and tell me if I'm saying this right. It's the Foundcealer. It's a Babassu. Yeah, I already know I'm saying that wrong. I do go over ingredients, if the claims match up with those ingredients, and if there's anything that we need to avoid. But the first things you need to know is that this is a $39 foundation. Why are foundations so expensive? I will always bring that up. Like $39 is outrageous, but whatever. I mean, I still bought it. Shade range, there's about 30 different shades, and it has SPF 20 in it, which is awesome. But anyway, so if you're interested to see exactly how this foundation applies and if the ingredients are good, then go ahead and keep on watching. Guys, now we're getting into the most important part, which is where we go over the ingredients and if they match up with the claims. Also, if there's any ingredients that we need to worry about and any that you should avoid. Basically, the coverages are this, that it's very customizable. You can go from light to medium to full. It's supposed to be buildable and it's supposed to be really comfortable. The big claims is Babassu nourishes, moisturizes, and soothes. Sunflower seed, which is rich in vitamins A and E to help hydrate, regenerate, and condition the skin. And then hyaluronic acid, which we all know that's to retain moisture and give optimal hydration for the appearance of our skin. The other claims is that this is not supposed to be cracking, caking, or settling. I seriously just need to stop moving around. Okay, let's sit back and get into the book where I have all the ingredients. So if you are new here, the first 5 ingredients make about 80% of the product. So those are going to be some of the most important that we want to watch out for. The first ingredient is water, easy enough. The second ingredient is phenyltrimethicone, which is good. It's a drier type of silicone. And then the next is butylene glycol, which is a texture enhancer. It can also be found in food. Dimethicone, another kind of silicone, which is good. Cyclohexasiloxane, which is good. I see this one all the time, but I still can't pronounce it to save my life, and it's an emollient. It's really normal to see water, silicones, emollients in texture enhancers as the first 5 ingredients, and it's not until we get down the middle of the ingredient list that we're able to see what a lot of the claim, if they match up with the ingredient. Basically, when I do these foundation reviews, what I do is I really like to use Paula's Choice Dictionary, and I go down every single ingredient, see what comes up with it, if there's any warning signs, anything that is sensitizing to our skin, and anything that we should avoid. So that's where I'm getting all my information. I will have that link just down below if you want to do research on your own foundation. So the foundation is named after Babassu oil. And so when I see this ingredient, it's actually halfway down the list. So it doesn't comprise majority of the formula, but it's still higher up there. What's really great about Babassu oil is that it's one of the best ingredients you can use. It's a source of fatty acids and is really rich in lauric acid. Lauric acid is found in coconut oil. It's derived from that. And what's awesome about this is it has been shown to have antimicrobial properties as well as just like skin soothing. And I definitely feel this with this foundation. Like it's definitely more of a moisturizer based foundation. In fact, I really enjoyed putting it on today with a sponge. I felt like that worked out really well. So I love seeing that ingredient in there. In fact, you know, it's named after it. The next claim was sunflower oil, which is also one of the best ingredients you can put in a skincare or foundation product. This ingredient helps to replenish, strengthen, and soothe your skin, which is totally what we need. It is a little bit more down there on the list, but you know, since it's just a great ingredient, I'm happy that it's there. And then the last claim was hyaluronic acid. They're making these big claims about hyaluronic acid, but they're actually only have less than 1% of hyaluronic acid in this product. So that was disappointing. I wish that they had it higher up the list. That's something to keep an eye out with, but maybe because of the Babassu oil and the sunflower seed oil, maybe that's providing enough nourishment, enough moisture that they felt like they didn't have to. I'm not a chemist, so you know, I wouldn't know. I'm just a girl who looks at Google, looks at these free resources, looks up the ingredients, and you know, we just have fun with it and chat with it. So definitely don't take anything I say as medical advice. Other than that, I was really shocked because none of the ingredients were alarming. There was nothing to be concerned about. There aren't any added fragrances. Always double check everything for yourself, but I was really happy to see basically this would be great for sensitive skin. And now we just have to see how the wear test goes. Okay, let's get into the foundation. I hurried and primed my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, and then I went in right after with my Super Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. Still have to get that SPF in. So let's go in with the foundation. I am in the shade 36N, which is medium tan neutral. Should be a perfect shade for me. I love how this packaging, you basically just twist it. Bam, there we go. Plastic bottle, which is nice if you're traveling. How much of us are even traveling these days? And let's see how this goes. So that's my shade. I tan every once in a while, just like throw on a, you know, one of those spray tans. And so this I think is going to be a perfect match for me right now. My little sponge, let's see how this works on this side. Wow, that's pretty much almost a perfect match. I could maybe go like a shade just a little bit darker.
Waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a.
So this is with the foundation on. This is it without. Very light. Definitely has a tacky finish, but it does look very natural. So if you'd like a natural look, use the sponge. Let's go ahead with, this is my last clean brush and I'm pushing it. I have to find it. Oh, here it is. I'm going to go in with a brush. I'm using this It Cosmetics brush. I feel like I'm always on this channel. I really need to wash all my brushes and do all these things. Yeah, I need to clean all my brushes. I've hit the limit again. Okay, let's see. Okay, what I'm noticing is this foundation, since it's more, I wouldn't say oily, but since it has more of a moisturizer feel to it, it's dragging when I'm using the brush. It's taking more work. It's not like with some of my other foundations, like this one, when I use a brush, it's really quick work, really lightweight, and I'm done. This one is more like I'm dragging it. You can kind of see. It's still faster work than the sponge, but I don't know if the finish is going to be. Okay, here we are. This side with the brush. Definitely a little bit fuller coverage. Not a lot though. I can't see a whole lot of difference. If anything, it's going to be right here where I see that it's maybe sitting a little bit heavier on this side. It feels like one of those foundations that I just don't know if it's going to be a long lasting one. Let's go ahead and blend some concealer really quick before I put on the rest of my makeup. Let's go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. Just use a little bit of that. It's such a great drugstore option. I feel like there haven't been any new concealer releases lately. I kind of want to touch more on those. I'm going to be making a video on like foundations I want to try / buy. I just need more recommendations. I have a couple coming in the mail, like The Ordinary. They have 2 foundations that I'm supposed to be getting today. So this is with the concealer. I feel like, wow, this does look very hydrating. So if you have dry skin, this could be an option for you. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I will hop back on. Okay, makeup is done. This is the look we got. Really quickly, I always say this really quickly, I'll go over with what Hourglass loose powder, another Hourglass setting powder. This is the ambient lighting powder in the shade Luminous Light. These are just great if you have dry skin and you just want something to set down your makeup, but with really sheer coverage. Eyes, I went in with my Tarte palette and I went in with the shades Soothe. And then I did a little metallic on my lid as well. Highlight, Revlon Skin Lights. This is a great option. It's just a very glass-like light highlight. It's not like the Wet n Wild ones. That one's definitely more pigmented, but this one definitely has a place. Bronzer, I use my Fenty Beauty Island Ting. Awesome. I love this bronzer. It's matte. Mascara. Ooh, where did I put that little guy? What did I just realize? I didn't do my lips. Okay, brows, Total Temptation, Maybelline, love it. Lashes, Essence, Lash Princess, waterproof. This is waterproof, so it does stay longer, but when you get it off, for the next couple days, it's just gonna keep shedding. Even though I've used oils and makeup removers, like, you're still gonna get like some black under your eyes. So the foundation, everything was really easy to blend on top. After I set everything down, with going into that bronzer, I used more pushing in my brush motions than actual stroke. Even though I set it, I feel like the moisture of the foundation is coming through just because it feels more like a moisturizing foundation. I didn't use a setting spray because I feel like I'm getting all that dewiness regardless, which is very rare, very rare. I feel like I very rarely don't use a setting spray. I think what it's really going to come down to is foundations like this usually don't last a super long time, at least from my experience. Bronzer starts coming off. Blush, oh, which reminds me, blush, I use my Patrick Ta, She's Sincere. I will keep you guys updated throughout the day. Folks, it is 1 o'clock, which means the foundation has been on for a little bit over 5 hours, about 5.5 hours. This is what we're looking at. I will say, I feel like I say the same thing. I will say, no, it's just a little heavy looking on my forehead and between my brows, around my nose. I am noticing that it is wearing off a little bit on my sides. I have had to wear a mask for, you know, about 10 minutes today. So there is that. Definitely not a foundation if you have oily skin. Like, this would not work for you. It would be a disaster, I feel like, within a couple hours. But since I have dry skin, it's hydrating and it's continuously hydrating. And I like the overall look of it from far away. It's just when I get close, it's looking like it's a little bit worse for wear. The real test will just be to see how it looks in 3.5 hours. I'm gonna do a light workout at the gym. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys some flowers that I got. So my husband got these for me and I've been wanting some of these for a while. These are like the roses that last at least 6 months. You don't have to water them, 0 maintenance, which is perfect because I cannot keep plants alive. Like, I just cannot. It's a struggle for me. So
those ones are not real.
No, these are real.
Are they?
Yeah. They're from 1-800-Flowers, but I'm pretty impressed. So I will keep you guys updated with how these continue to look throughout the next few months. Okay guys, I am back for the final check-in. It is 6:10, so the foundation has been on for about almost 11 hours. This is what it's looking like. What I like about it is it's worn off really evenly. Like, it's just kind of worn off well. But I will say, if you want something that's going to last all day when you are at work, this is not the foundation for you. Granted, I feel like this is a great foundation if you're looking for something really light coverage but hydrating. Other than that, there weren't any really concerning ingredients with this at all. There were just like a lot of silicones, emollient, you know, just some hydrating things. The only thing would be, you know, the hyaluronic acid is so low on the list. I'm not quite sure what kind of benefits it's giving, but I'm not unhappy with the look. So if you like something that's more light coverage, more of a moisturizing effect, this might be a good one for you. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of this foundation, if you're gonna get it. What are your thoughts? Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
'Cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't.